course, Nashville is booming with so much tech coming here. Everybody knows Nashville, of course, as being music city, but what they
Right.
don't realize is how strong this place is with respect to medicine, how strong this city is with respect to insurance, with respect to finance. And oh, by the way, there's this little company called Oracle
Uh,
that's going to be redeveloping a little neighborhood downtown,
wow.
which to the sum of $1 billion.
Wow. I
Um,
hadn't heard that.
yeah, it's massive, and it's driving, as you can imagine.
Hi, guys. Hey, in this next clip, I'm going to be talking to Jim. He's actually a lender out in Nashville, Tennessee. So if you're not moving to Nashville, you probably have a friend or somebody down the street that is, because it seems like everywhere I go, I'm running into somebody that's moving to Nashville. So get in touch with him. He'll be happy to chat with you, answer any questions you might have, pre-qualify you so you can see how you can sell your one home in California and get two homes in Nashville. But anyway, he's a great guy. He's been in the business for a while. I've known him forever, and he'll take care of you. All right, so here's Jim. Hi, guys. Kim Crosser, Crosstown Realtor. I am here today with a good friend, Jim Costello. Gosh, Jim, how long have we known each other? Like 20 years, maybe?
Uh,
Since we were
sure.
like
Let's just
babies, right?
let's just leave
20
it at
years
that.
ago.
It's more, but that's okay. Right. That's okay. Long before I had gray hair. Right.
And one of the coolest things about Jim is his birthday. He's got a wonderful birthday. So we'll just say that right there. we're like
That's true.
we're
You know,
birthday
the
twins.
most humble and intelligent people are born on that day, but we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So the reason I wanted to bring Jim on here is he is a lender out in Nashville. And I know a lot of you guys have been talking about moving to Nashville. And actually, if you know, a couple of my kids are out there now, and he's going to help them buy some houses. So I thought maybe I'd chat with him a little bit and he can kind of give you some insight into the market and what's going on. I've spoke with a lot of Nashville agents, and they would prefer to work with a local lender. And obviously there's like a lot of things specific for your city that somebody that maybe doesn't do as many loans in that area might not be familiar with. So that's why I'm happy that they get to work with you, because obviously you've been doing loans out there for a while, so you kind of know the ins and outs and what to look for.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, the big thing, I mean, of course, Nashville is booming with so much tech coming here. Everybody knows Nashville, of course, as being, music city, but what they
Right.
don't realize is how strong this place is with respect to medicine, how strong this city is with respect to insurance, with respect to finance. And oh, by the way, there's this little company called Oracle
Uh,
that's going to be redeveloping a little neighborhood downtown,
wow.
which to the sum of $1 billion.
Wow. I
Um,
hadn't heard that.
yeah, it's massive, and it's driving, as you can imagine, what it's doing to the market. It is so having a local lender who knows the ins and outs of uh, the different taxes within the counties, and can kind of guide you in the right place to go, is critical. I think it would be synonymous with, if I had my license in Alaska. I've never been to Alaska. I've never been to Juneau. I'd love to, but I don't. I'm not, particular to some of the issues that the lenders up there have to deal with.
Right.
Um, Whereas
Right.
here, we can kind of help guide the borrower into the right spot, and also with local realtors as well. So there's definitely an advantage to having somebody here in the backyard who can help you out.
Right. Perfect. I know that even as a realtor, it's like even from Simi Valley to LA, there's like different
Oh yeah.
there's different mandates as far as what's required when the sale of the home. So I can't imagine going from state to state and knowing all the ins and outs of it. So that's why I appreciate that my buyers will be using you and using somebody that's local when they're trying to find something out there. So and also touch a little bit on interest rates, if you don't mind. I know everybody's worried about them going up, but they're still historically low. But what do you think? I
Yeah.
mean, where are you at with that whole thing?
Yeah, it's a fascinating discussion because I think, if you're my age, right? The first house that I bought, I think I was at like 9%.
Right.
I
You were
remember
happy
when
with it, right? I was happy.
oh my
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
Right.
got my foot, I got my foot in the door, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it, right?
Right.
And I remember when I was a kid, my parents bought a house at like 16%.
Right.
So yes, the rates are going up. They have gone up 2 points since Christmas.
Mm.
That's what I'm seeing. They've almost doubled basically
Wow.
since the summertime. It is still very cheap comparatively if you look back, over the past 30 years.
Right.
They show no signs of slowing down right now. The Fed has said that they might raise interest rates by a half point in May. There was Jerome Powell got asked in a press meeting, said, what's stopping you from raising interest rates a half point in May? And he basically said nothing. So as soon as he says that, the banks go ahead and bake everything into that pricing. Boom, they start going up. When they said back in December, we're going to raise interest rates by a quarter in March, boom, the banks jumped all over it and rates shot up right away.
Right.
I see no signs of this slowing down. Where it ends, who knows?
No, right, exactly. I know. That's how we are with real estate prices. You don't really know, but you
Right.
take all the data that you have and your experience, and that kind of leads you to somewhat, try to figure out a conclusion or a path. So obviously it's a great time right
now. And the
now.
challenge is, you got to move fast, because obviously something that you would have qualified for in December, you're not going to qualify for now. If you're 2 points higher, that very well could disqualify you in terms of your debt to income ratio, right? I mean, there's three things that really dictate what type of interest rate you're going to get. Number one, your credit score. You want your credit score to be as high as you possibly can. You want it to get up in the 800s. Mm-hmm. Number two, your debt to income ratio, right? You want that to be as low as you possibly can. Then there's pricing tiers built into that. There's pricing tiers built into your credit score as well. Mm-hmm. And then number three is how much you bring into to the table with respect to your down payment. Right. And you want that to be as high as you can. So, those three things, you could have somebody that you've lived next door to for 30 years. You guys your house has the same square footage. Your house has the same value to it. You guys have similar jobs, but at the end of the day, you're probably not going to get the same interest rate because of income and debt to income ratio and all those things. So, it is a madhouse out there right now. Where it stops, who knows?
Right, exactly.